So Maine has legalized medically assisted suicide, becoming the 8th state to allow terminally ill people to end their lives with prescribed medication. Now, the bill would allow doctors to prescribe the medication for a fatal dose. The bill declares that obtaining or administering life-ending medication is not suicide under state law, thereby legalizing the practice, often called medically assisted suicide.
Well, you could cavorkate it up if you want to.
Right.
Yeah. But there are a lot of states that are doing this, but they say
Oregon.
that you have to have the ability to change your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do that when you jump out of a building.
You better do it before that medicine take hold.
I think.
Like, how do you undo it?
I mean,
It's already dripping.
that's got to be super weird. After you signed your paper, you better be able to change your mind, because you be like, nah, bro, you signed the paper. Give me your arm. Like, nah, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was a little blue.
But I'm sure for people who have like terminally ill diseases or diseases that they just
that's different.
You know,
Why are government and bureaucracies in people's business?
Yeah.
I don't encourage suicide. I don't want it. But if somebody, the reason that people, it's some theological notion that they believe you can't go to heaven if you kill yourself, because what if I don't believe any of that? What if you can't legislate my person? You can't.
But if I can't go to heaven, how does that affect you?
No, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. But they make these laws because, listen, I don't want. I think those decisions, much like I think a woman's right to have a bed, those decisions lie with that individual, and they shouldn't have anything else. Now, I don't want people killing themselves by and large, but I don't think that the government should, like, okay, right. So if it's illegal to kill yourself and you're successful, what do they do anyway? Right. And if you're unsuccessful, what do they do anyway?
Right. I just hope they use better drugs than the ones they give the prisoners. I mean, like linger for 10 minutes in pain, right? I mean,
and it's like, what is the only way that a law really works is if you can punish somebody.
Right.
If you already want to die, what can they do to you?
Not only that, if you're super sick and you have no quality of life, they get to decide that you cannot end your life, but then they step in and make that decision, and then they leave, and now you have to live that life that you don't want.
Right. If you should have the right to say when you do not have the right most times to say when you leave. You don't have the ability to say when you're coming and when you leave generally. But if you're sick or you have had enough, you should be able to go with nobody having to argue about it.
Agreed. Yeah, and it's expensive to stay on, like, in that little state that they're talking about.
Well, you ain't gonna pay nobody anyway.
You're not, but your family is.
I tell you what, like, I would not want to live on, but I know LaDonna and my daughters would keep me around.
Yeah.
They would. They wouldn't unplug it. They'd keep me around. He's making progress. No, I'm not.
But he's breathing.
They wouldn't. And I think but those are people. Now, Kyle, he would fight for me to have what I wanted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's people like that can intercede who out of a loving way. They intercede on your behalf.
Right.
But then they just go home.
Yeah.
But as a black man, you could just call the cops, go out in the front
yard. They'll just put a little Barbie doll, like when I was in Arizona. They'll come here, gun me to death.
Just have your family wheel you out into the front yard.
Look at it, take you back in.
Hey, police! Was that a gun or an oxygen mask?
with NWA police enemy.
So I found this really interesting. Scientists say falling asleep with the light or TV on could actually lead to obesity because it confuses the body clock. A study found those who are exposed to artificial light of any kind in the evenings are 17% more likely to gain weight. Researchers say this is because sleep is disrupted and has an effect on hormone balance.
I think it's the refrigerator light.
That's the one.
And the microwave light.
I can defunct that altogether. I've sleep with my TV on, and have done it since I was a kid. I love sleeping with my TV on. It relaxes me and it puts me to sleep. I'll put a TV on and then turn my head and close my eyes.
I do the same thing.
I need my TV on.
I think there are exceptions to the rule.
And I'm
slim.
Lean.
You are very lean. You got washboard abs and stuff.
You know what? I work for D.L. Hughley. I can't afford electricity. If I could, I'd turn it off.
So an 85-year-old retired clergyman from North Carolina who was married for 28 years and then discovered that he was gay, is now enjoying a life as a porn star. Now, he's made 4
They call him Sharpay.
blue movies in the past 2 years, and he's urging older people to opt for the mind-blowing sex life that he is lapping up. He says one of the sad things about aging is that a lot of elders give up on sex, and his story is going to become a documentary.
Well, you know, first off, you didn't have to say clergy and gay. Those are
or
pretty
lapping
much,
up.
No. Not mutually
28
exclusive.
years. Well, first of all, can we talk about the fact that he's 85 years in doing porn?
Yeah.
85.
He's 85.
Whatever
I don't want to
keeps
see
you
that
alive.
porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that porn.
Well, you
No.
85
I guess
year
I
old.
could choose what I want to watch.
It's a double feature. You can see his porn and Cocoon. It does.
Yeah, that's a fetish for some people.
You can see his porn.
But it's funny you say that. But 85-year-olds want to see other 85-year-olds.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No, they
You're
don't.
probably right.
I don't think they
I'm
do.
just trying to make people old watching this go on.
But I think there are all kinds of fetishes. I think there are people who like to watch old people having
Hell
sex,
yeah.
I would imagine.
Look,
Yeah.
if you can think it, there's a porno for it.
I like
so.
I like to watch old people sign their wills, but I don't like to I don't like.
Oh, man.
How do you have an orgasm when you're that old? What is
You can't. What do you-
Can't. Then what are you doing it
What
for?
was that?
Yeah. What's the point? What are
Powder.
you doing it?
Yeah.
What's the name of the porn? Though?
Oh, I don't know. It's like 4 movies
First
that he's done
AD.
already.
I don't know.
First AD.
First AD.
Called Bow Chicka Wow Wow.
911. I don't know.
What is the name of the porn? I
I
gotta
know there are
see
like
it.
4 different movies.
It's
I'll
probably-
look them up for you.
What is his name?
It's gay, and he's a gay dude.
Well, listen, 28 years of marriage, and then he discovered
Right.
that he was gay.
So
How do you
the-
discover
That's
that?
That's
so
not
the porn
uncommon.
name is probably old.
I don't
Head.
think you discovered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he knew it.
Can you imagine the one is because if he was married for 28 years and he's 85, so he almost had to be almost 60 when he
When he got married.
when he pretty much got married, which
Right.
is pretty much a dead giveaway anyway. And then now
about
he's
that?
finally living his life. He's lived different. Like people live different. Like he was a clergy, he's straight, he's gay. Now he's a porn star.
Well,
That's a well-rounded life.
That is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, well, I tried to Google it. It was not a good experience. That's not good.